Hello, Manor Hill Patriots. Welcome to another Read Aloud with Mrs. Bradley. I hope that you are all doing well and enjoying the beautiful weather that we're having right now. I think it's supposed to get a little cold this weekend, but hopefully you get enough time outside on bikes or walking or scooters or playing some basketball or baseball, whatever it might be that you enjoy, while this nice weather lasts. I'm going to read to you today a book called Nobody Hugs a Cactus. I love this story. I think it's very sweet. It's one of my favorites, and so I'm happy to be able to share it with you today. The author and illustrator of the story is Carter Goodrich, and again, the story is called Nobody Hugs a Cactus. Hank lived in a pot. The pot sat in a window. The window looked out at the empty desert. It was hot, dry, peaceful, and quiet. Just the way Hank liked it. But every now and then somebody would interrupt Hank's peace and quiet. "Hi, Hank," Rosie the tumbleweed called out. "Isn't it a beautiful day?" Hank ignored her. He just wanted to be left alone. "Okay, so long," said Rosie cheerfully, and she tumbled away. Hank was happy again. But just as he was beginning to relax, "Hello!" shouted a tortoise. "Private property!" yelled Hank. "Keep out!" The tortoise was so frightened that he hid inside his shell. Hank was still yelling at the tortoise when a jackrabbit dashed by. "Hi, Prickles," she shouted. "My name isn't Prickles," Hank yelled back. "And stay out of my yard." "Tumbleweeds, tortoises, jackrabbits. What's next?" said Hank. A coyote came looping by. "No dogs allowed," Hank yelled. "I'm not a dog," said the coyote, "and you are as prickly on the inside as you are on the outside." There's the tortoise still hanging out down there. But before Hank could yell back at the coyote, a cowboy strode past. "Keep off the grass," shouted Hank. "What grass?" said the cowboy. "Seems to me somebody needs a hug. Too bad nobody hugs a cactus." "Hi," said a lizard. "Who invited you?" said Hank. "And just in case you're wondering, I don't want a hug." "That's good," said the lizard, "because I don't want to give you one." Then he skittered away. An owl landed on the roof. "If you're looking for a hug," said Hank, "well, I guess I could give you one." "Ooh, me?" said the owl. "You must be joking." And for the first time, Hank began to feel a little lonely. The next morning, Hank was feeling more sad on the inside than prickly. Maybe a hug wouldn't be so bad after all. The wind began to pick up. An old cup blew by and stuck to Hank's face. His arms were too short to get it off. "Great," said Hank. After a while, Rosie came bouncing by. "I'll get it off for you, Hank," she shouted, and she jumped up to knock the cup off Hank's face. Then she tumbled away. Hank didn't have the time to thank Rosie. He felt bad about all the other times he'd been so rude to her. So he came up with a plan. Hank decided to grow the best flower he could and then give it to Rosie as a thank you gift. It took days, but at last it was ready. He couldn't wait for Rosie to pass by again. When at last she finally did come bouncing back, Hank held out the flower. "Look, Rosie," he said. "I grew it just for you." Finally got a smile on his face. Rosie was so surprised she jumped up and gave Hank a great big hug. It felt so nice, Hank didn't want to let go. And as things turned out, he couldn't. Rosie and Hank had become stuck together. But they didn't care. After all, it's better to be stuck in a hug than stuck all alone. The end. Mrs. Bradley likes this story, especially for now, because sometimes when we are kind of stuck in our spaces, our homes, we can feel kind of prickly sometimes to people, especially those ones that we really love, because we're around them so much, we need a break. And so just remember that even though you might be feeling prickly, it's pretty nice to be stuck with somebody than to be stuck all by yourself. So I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.